Hello and welcome back. We're now going to move on to infrastructure and IT architecture. Now I'm joined by Andreas Malm, who's the system manager here at Region Skåne. And I thought we could start by talking about the non-negotiables here. Obviously you went through this implementation process of digital pathology, but in terms of the infrastructure requirements, from day one, what were the non-negotiable what were the non-negotiable infrastructure requirements?
Yeah, it's quite a challenge. It's a big question, but we focused on performance. The infrastructure must fulfill our requirements for performance in terms of latency for the network, IOPS for the disks, and how the image is presented on the screen for the end user. So performance and scalability. Due to performance, we always need to be able to scale up. So server side or just storage must be scaled up to whatever we need in the future. And the vendors we talked to was open for any solution that was scalable.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I think we'll come on to those individual points in a minute. But next I kind of wanted to ask you, what were the most important infrastructure decisions you had to make, in those early days?
First of all, we had to make sure that the PAC system had the functionality to meet our requirements.
Yes.
But we tried to find a solution for storage. That was a big thing, because we had a storage system early, but we needed to scale up that one. So storage was kind of the main focus to be able to start with digital pathology in this large scale that we were planning to do, because we have been digital for a very long time, but not only in a few areas.
And obviously focusing on storage now, there's a few options there for you. You can do on-premise, you can do cloud, or you can do a hybrid mix between the two. So, from the outset, what did you choose to do?
Yeah, back in the days, like 2018, we looked for different options, but we ended up with an on-prem solution. So, that was the only option we had, really, and it was price competitive, so it was the only solution we could go for.
And you made that decision from a price point perspective, or was it data security perspective?
Not really data security. It was performance and price. So yes, performance and price.
Okay, interesting. So to move on then, obviously, these whole slide images, they take up a massive amount of storage data. Individual images are somewhere between 1 and 4 gigabytes in some cases, and that's only going to grow as you make more whole slide images, with your scanning technologies. So, what's your plan for growth?
Yeah, the plan is to keep all slides forever. Until a new decision is taken. So we keep everything forever. In the highest resolution. So it is cost-driven. But that's how it is today. But we're working really hard how to shrink the storage size.
Like compressed files, or
in the future. So for 1 year ago we introduced DICOM, and that is a good way and an easy way to shrink the storage size with 85%. So with DICOM it's no problem, but whole archive is in NDPI format. We cannot shrink that one. That's what we are planning. What can we do?
So if there's anyone out there that thinks they've got a solution there, this is the guy to speak to. Well, what about, obviously you must have a storage capacity. So, is that something that you think you'll have to update in the coming years?
Not in the coming years, but in a few years, yes, we are ready to increase the storage capacity, yes, and it's prepared for that.
Yeah.
But right now we have as much as we need for like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, next I kind of wanted to talk about the network infrastructure. Now, here at Region Skåne, obviously you're scanning a significant number of slides. So, to talk quickly about the, bandwidth requirements, latency requirements, and the, reliability between scanners, storage systems, and reporting workstations. How do you ensure the performance is still at a high level?
Yeah. When we started, we focused on network. So on the server side, we kind of have the best bandwidth possible. So like 5 to 10 gigabits on the server side, all through the system. And towards the clients, we asked for 1 gigabit per second to all the clients, and I was lucky. It was no problem. They gave us 1 gigabit all the way to the client, so we can relax about the bandwidth. And for the latency, we said like we have a requirement 25 milliseconds latency, and no problem from any vendor that is responsible for the network. So that was good. And for the storage, for the hard drive side, that could be a problem, but we asked for the best. But we got the second best, and that was good enough for us. So that is something to learn. We asked for the best, but the second best was good enough for us. Regarding latency and the user experience and the screen.
So what you're saying is you don't necessarily need the best thing. You just need something that will meet your requirements.
Good enough.
Good enough. So moving on to your PACS then, which I feel like it's a natural transition. Could you tell us a bit about your picture archiving system?
Yeah, the PACS system we had in Region Skåne met our requirements quite well. So that was the first thing. And the PACS system we have was kind of easy to implement and really nice to scale up. Because we only needed to scale up the system we already had to meet the digital pathology workflow. So PACS was the right solution for us, and the only thing we needed to do was really to integrate with the scanners and the lease system.
So yes, you mentioned LIS there. So can you tell me a little bit about how that integration took place?
Yeah, that was a new integration. No one have done it before, so it was challenging. But we worked with the two vendors very closely to make sure that all the needed information were communicated from our lease to PACS, and also necessary information back towards lease again. So we always have the right information, the same information in both systems. We have expanded that communication all along. So if we need more information, we just add information so we can optimize the digital workflow. And the integration with scanners, because we use DICOM and C-Store, the communication is very nice. We scan the files, convert them to DICOM, and they are stored in PACS very smooth, and we have control over what have been imported into PACS.
So obviously the digital pathology workflow is evolving all the time with new technologies emerging. Do you feel that your LIS and PACS are customizable for that?
Yes, it is customizable, but it takes time. I have to request new information or new function and adjust how the information is translated from one system to another. And that is a challenge, how to translate information. Do we mean the same thing in both systems? But it is, we optimized all the time. And we have a process how to make changes and implement them in production.
In terms of that process, does it mean going out to the vendor and asking them to support you?
Yes. I always have to ask for help and ask for a plan when and how they can help us and when to deliver.
And is that quite a tedious thing, or have you found a way to make it smooth and streamlined?
It is challenging, but we have done it for a long time now, so we have a process how to handle it.
Okay.
So for me, it's just how do I get the right solution? That is the first thing.
Yeah.
And then when can I get it?
Yeah.
And how much?
Okay. Yeah. Love it. And kind of just to start to wrap this up, what infrastructure lessons should other labs learn from your experience here?
Yeah, I think make sure that the infrastructure is good enough, meet the performance requirements.
Yeah.
That is a key issue, and you really need to try out and optimize on the way.
Yeah.
The other thing is on the client side was kind of interesting because we evaluated monitors and graphic cards quite a lot, but we ended up with relatively simple monitors and graphic cards. So please evaluate the monitor and graphic cards on the PC before, so you don't buy more than you need.
Okay, yeah.
So that is my learning.
Your major piece of advice.
It works fine with less hardware.
Yeah.
And that is due to the PAC system is very efficient towards the client.
Yeah.
So the solution PACs has don't require very much of the monitor and the PC.
Okay, well, thank you. I think that kind of brings us to an end of my question reel there. It's been a real pleasure having you today, and thank you for your insights on this subject.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so talking about storage again, I wanted to get a better picture of how your storage system works. Now, I understand that it makes sense to retrieve images very quickly from recent scans, but then obviously at some point you want to archive those long term. So can you tell us a little bit about how you implemented that and went about it?
Yeah, the latest images are most important to achieve the best performance. So we have a short time storage that contains like 3 months of data. So the pathologists can always access that data very, very quickly. After 3 months, the images are archived to a huge archive.
Yeah.
In our case, the archive is quite good anyway, so it's a good user experience even if they look in the archived images.
Okay. Yeah.
So the difference in retrieval time would be like 1 second, maybe, or 2 seconds.
Yeah.
When we retrieve the image from the short term.
Yes, the
long term.
The test case is a quarter of a second is acceptable for the short time storage.
Okay.
And like 1 second in the archive. That's very good.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to wait 1 second. Sorry.
And in terms of the archive storage, what does that actually look like? We were kind of just fleshing this out, and you mentioned disks. How is that built?
The short time storage is the second best storage solution that we have available, and the second best is defined by IOPS for the disks, and the storage is its own storage system with its own architecture, how files are stored due to how old they are. So I believe that the oldest files are stored on the slowest and cheapest disks.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
So the short-term storage is actually flash disks.
Okay.
Just a bunch of flash disks.
Gotcha.
And the long-term storage solution is a 3-tier solution, actually. It's flash disks or a cache disk in front, regular storage, and then slower storage.
Okay.
Mechanical disks, I think.
It's a standard solution, but you have to optimize it for the purpose we have. So
yes. Okay, of course. All right. Well, thank you both.